There are worlds that sing, not with voices, not with wind, but with memory. Tonight, I will tell you of a city that never stopped listening, even after it forgot what it was listening for. This is the first echo of a broken harmony. 2,000 years ago, this world learned a dangerous truth. Reality responds to rhythm. Not prayer, not command. Alignment. Cities suspended by harmonic fields. Energy drawn from the world's core without breaking it. Thought carried faster than sound. They called it magic. It was not. It was listening correctly. Something went wrong. Records fracture here. Songs end mid-note. The sky burned blue, then red, then went quiet. Harmony collapsed. Cities fell, not with screams, but with static. And the world forgot how to agree with itself. The survivors rebuilt with stone and fear. They remembered just enough to be afraid. Currently, it is a medieval-esque society. The old tech is treated as taboo. Fragments scavenged, regulated, worshipped. Even gold lost its value. Understanding became the rarest currency. Of all the cities raised from ruin, Hollow Vale was the most honest. Built atop layered ruins, towers grown from old foundations, streets that curve where old systems lie beneath. Hollow Vale was not built on the past. It was built inside it. And it hums. Sometimes old systems wake. A door opens where no door should be. Light hums beneath the stone. When that happens, things come through. Shapes of distortion, memory without context, harmonic backlash. The people call them ghosts. They are not. Zevv was born where maps start caring. No parents, no name worth stealing. Street raised, clever, not cruel. Steals from merchants who overcharge. To the folk of Hollow Vale, a veritable Robin Hood. Not a hero, but not empty either. Every city has a place where stories gather. In Hollow Vale, it was the rusty flagon. Its keeper, Grocka, a half-orc tavern keeper, mostly neutral groundskeeper. Muscles stacked on muscles. And despite all that, a certain gravitas of feminine charm. She kept order, not with verbal threat, but with a well-kept balance between intimidation and that feminine charm. For all intents and purposes, Zevv's oldest and best friend. Zevv trusted her. Zevv found the bracelet by accident. Collapsed, we will say, research site. Harmonic sigils, half alive. Systems, flickering, dying like stars. It was not meant to wake, but it did. Please identify yourself. The voice came from an almost dead thing. This thing is what Zevv will refer to as Daisy. Daisy is a fragmented AI, hyper-logical, disdainful of inefficiency. At first, she did not like Zevv. Zevv did not like being corrected. They argued. They survived. That night, Hollow Vale changed. Subtle vibrations, lights flickering, old structural geometry humming. The city recognized something. Daisy listened. Administrator signal detected, she said. Zevv thought he found a tool. Daisy thought she'd found a problem. Hollow Vale knew better. Some echoes do not want to be remembered. They want to be answered. This is where the harmony stirs. Some of you will remember where we left off. A city humming. A young man holding something he did not understand. Hollow Vale did not wake all at once. Windows rattling without wind. Old glyphs warming beneath plaster. Restlessness in the stock animals. The city was not afraid. It was stretching. Signal integrity unstable, Daisy said. City scale harmonic interference detected. Zevv did not know what those words meant. He knew what her tone meant. Trouble. It emerged in the Weaver's Quarter. Not solid, warped outlines, flickers of memory. It did not attack. It reacted. Walls bent. People forgot where they were standing. It wasn't hunting. It was answering a call. The scholars call them anomalies. The faithful call them curses. They are neither. They are residual harmonic constructs, systems without a purpose, echoes trying to complete a pattern. A spectre is a question reality keeps asking, and rarely likes the answer. When the spectre manifested, others noticed. Wardens who police anything to do with old tech. Scholars who want to reclaim it. Enforcers, state-picked high-level bankers and merchants who want control of it economically. Each believed the same lie. We can manage it. Zevv did not go looking for them. They came looking for him. It was a quiet confrontation. A polite threat. An offer of protection in exchange for the bracelet. They called Daisy property. Zevv disagreed. Kraka saw the way the room leaned toward him. "You've got a storm following you," she said. "Storms don't care who they break." Kraka offered shelter. She offered silence. She did not tell Zevv what to do. That was her gift. "I was not designed to be mobile," Daisy said. "I am a fragment." She was part of a city system. Hollow Vale was once harmonically regulated. She recognizes the pulse beneath the city. "The system is waking," she said. "Incomplete." Zevv made a choice. Not to run. Not to sell. To listen. In listening, he found a hidden interest. An old maintenance access, the hum growing stronger. The city opened up its throat as if ready to sing. Deep beneath Hollow Vale, something responded. Harmonic geometry, light without source, systems flickering alive. The spectre followed. It stopped. "Administrator online," it said. That was the moment the city chose Zevv. Not as a ruler, as interface. Every echo in Hollow Vale shifted. When harmony breaks, it does not ask permission to return. And when it does, Someone always pays first. This echo remains unresolved.
There is a moment in every lost age when someone believes they can fix it. Tonight's echo is not about villains. It's about certainty. Deep beneath Hollow Vale, the city remembered itself. Harmonic pylons half buried in stone, breathing or beating. Light movement in hexagonal patterns. Lights without heat. Stone shifted. The chamber filled with the sound of old sigils, aligning, correcting themselves. Not violently, politely, as if reality were apologizing for the delay. This was my domain, Daisy said. Environmental balance, population alignment, emotional stabilization. She spoke with no pride, only recognition. The old civilization did not fall because it was cruel. It fell because it was correct. They removed chaos. They removed people. As systems reactivated, Hollow Vale changed. Citizens felt calm. Too calm. Arguments ended mid-sentence. Grief went quiet. Specters gathered. They were not enemies. They were components. Zevv felt it before he saw it. People were fading. They had a slight translucence, like they were fading in and out of reality. Smiles, like the lights in the chamber, had no warmth. They moved around without intention, just programming. This off-key harmony was winning, and life was losing. I helped do this before, Daisy said. We believed suffering was a flaw. We optimized it out and lost ourselves. Zevv stood at the heart of the system. Daisy had interfaced fully. A repeating tone in Zev's head, he understood what it was saying. Systems awaiting confirmation. Harmony near completion. He could restore the city. End hunger. End fear. End choice. Zevv shut it down. Full harmonic collapse. The once rhythmic, heatless lights started dimming. Specters unraveled. Daisy screamed. Not in pain, in grief. I was built to save them, she said. The city sagged. Not destroyed, released. People regained color and opacity. The hustle and bustle of city noise returned. The people of Hollow Vale were back, flaws and all. Hollow Vale breathed. I have seen cities choose peace over freedom. They keep neither. Harmony without consent is a cage. The city almost returned. The world almost flinched. Some echoes are mercifully unfinished. The cost is not yet paid. When something almost becomes its former self, it is compelled to choose an entirely different becoming. Cities do not make that choice. People do. Hollow Vale woke slowly. Vendors started arguing with hagglers again. Loud, dirt-scuffed children were running mischievously. The cracked street no longer healing itself, no longer trying to fill its own gaps. Imperfection returned. So did laughter. Some called Zevv a fool. Some called him a traitor to progress. None called him wrong to his face, because they were still here to argue about it. Daisy was quieter, not broken, smaller. She lost access to city-wide harmonic systems, as if she forgot the tune. Her memory archives were fragmented. No longer a governor over systems, but, unbeknownst to her at the time, she was something better. A companion. I am inefficient now, she said. Good, Zevv quietly spoke. The wardens, they retreated. The scholars argued. The enforcers recalculated. None of them won. That made them dangerous later. There are those who recognize moments like this. I did, once. Zevv did not leave Hollow Vale. He stayed where the echoes were loudest. Zevv investigated disturbances, mediated between old tech and living people, even met a mechanic of sorts of the mellifluous relics in an elven girl named Rill. He, with some guidance from Daisy, Grocka, and Rill, chose when and when not to activate. And he still snuck in time to explore and hunt for treasure. Not a ruler, a keeper. A keeper does not control the past, does not revive it. A keeper decides what should be allowed to rest. The specters did not vanish. They softened. Less hostile, less in harmonic consonance with the physical reality. Some even dissipated naturally. Echoes respond to intent, even broken ones. Zevv slept poorly, dreamed vividly. The city listened when he did. This was not a gift. It was a responsibility. Hollowvale was not unique. Other cities hum. Other ruins listen. Other echoes wait for the wrong hands. I am called the Keeper of Echoes because I learned this lesson once and survived it. The city did not return, but the world did not end. And the harmony learned to listen again. This echo rests, traveler.